Peace, fam. I am back. I had some pineapple juice. That was just awesome. 100% pineapple juice. Oh wow. So we were getting when I ended that we were talking about. Well, I was speaking about knowing what time it is now. Like a lot of that matters, right? But does it matter now? Is the question, right? So the question is, you got to know what time it actually is on the cosmic clock, right? Because the Son of Man has been recording time in history, right? Not through words and not through books, but through the sun, the moon, and the stars, right? And he manifested that language, right? He manifested that knowledge and put it into a language so he could bring forth an understanding so that when people lie about our history, you can reference yourself back to the sun, moon, and stars to know the truth from a lie. Okay? So, got that. I have my cousin calling me. I'm not answering. Hopefully, she's not messing up my video. But I'll call her back. I love her dearly. So, we wanted to go here. The 12 tribes, okay, are not to be taken as people look at it as tribes, as if, oh, we can trace ourselves back to the Judah tribe. That's how we know that we are, God's chosen. No, it doesn't go that way, right? It doesn't really go that way. But we are accurate with the mathematical timing of 400 years and us being taken from West Africa over to the wilderness of North America. For those that came from West Africa, right? Because those people over in Ethiopia and Egypt and all of that more so belongs to their ancestral lineages, more so with those Arabians, those Europeans that mixed with the Arabians and had that subgroup down in that group, right? So by the time when they conquered Egypt, right? When they conquered Egypt, we began to scatter all over the place, escaping these devils, right? And at that time, right, because they always get to the Cleopatra shit. But Cleopatra just comes in a time when they really started mixing and mingling with them, right? And creating bloodlines between them and the Egyptians, right? So I wanted to get that clear. So from there, we were already pushed through war. We already had Muhammad. We had all of these Arabs. We had all of these mixed devils invading Africa, right? And then we started migrating to the West, right? So, I can go from a lineage point of view, right? I could see that lineage-wise, right? But still, we went over to the west of Africa we've been over there way after the invasions of the Arabs, is what I'm saying, right? This lineage here starts in the Bible. When we're talking about the Bible, the 400 years is when we talk about the interruption of slavery. When we were not in Egypt, right? And we were not in Ethiopia, right? But we were most definitely in West Africa, or we were already here, right? That's where we're at now, lineage-wise, right? All of that going back all to that point. I don't know. I'm just telling you biblically for the last 400 years, right, where we came from, right, and how we got here, right. So when we got to Nigeria, Ghana, and all of these places, right, we began to change the deities or the entities from our Egyptian zodiacs, right, and started naming them our Orishas, right, in the practice of Oladumare all over the place, right? But why I know this to be an actual fact is because you go to the Dahomey tribe. The Dahomey tribe, right, is responsible for them having what's called Sirius now. And that was based on when we came here from the Sirius star, right? Constellation in the sky, right? Uh, the Dogon people has the most accurate mathematics about how this all came to be than anybody else on this planet, right? And they do things according to someone's birth, or shall we say zodiac. You become certain people or certain warriors or certain queens through lineage-wise. Depends on what planet, what sent you here, what planet did you arrive here from if you want to go there, right? Because we've been all over the place. We still are all over these places. I'm gonna stop it right